colour theory within the Silksong trailer. I have chosen to do a colour theory video analysis for the Silksong trailer. I'll cover the colours used, what they represent, why I think they were used in a trailer, how they may affect the audience, what if you use a different colour scheme to change the dynamics, and the science behind colour. Colours used and what they represent. Black is the colour of wealth, mystery, fear, evil, sadness, underground, death, and attachment. Grey is a colour of security, reliability, intelligence, old age, sadness, boring, and immodest. Green is a colour of nature, the environment, health, and youth. Pink is the colour of care, tenderness, acceptance, and calmness. Blue is the colour of peace, tranquility, calmness, cold, unity, truth, confidence, order, sky, water, and depression. Red is the colour of strength, power, aggression, heat, danger, power, speed, and desire. Orange is the colour of energy, warmth, vibrance, and enthusiasm. White is the colour of purity, birth, simplicity, peace, innocence, youth, winter, and cold. Why I think these colours were used in the trailer. Black seems to be more common around what will likely be the opening cutscene to the game. It has some of the same aesthetic that Hollow Knight had, where the very common theme with black was a void, emptiness, sadness, and death. Black will most likely be used for the sad themes in Silksong too, but the theme does not seem like it will be as heavy as it was in Hollow Knight. Grey is a colour that looks like it is mostly used in towns. The towns have a rather old-fashioned aesthetic, which would come under the theme of old age. Grey also gives a theme of security, which is how a town with friendly characters should feel. Grey is also used in an area filled with danger. It looks like an underground place, filled with cogs that could be a power source for the town. The colour green mostly seems to resemble nature and life, with an area being filled with green plantations. The main theme will likely be around plants. It is also likely that green may resemble poison, which is a theme of danger within this game. In the first game, Hollow Knight, blue was commonly used on things resembling life and health, and in peaceful areas without any enemies. There could be a good chance that the same thing will happen in Silksong. The blue areas look rich with plants, and has some of the same things that resemble life and health that Hollow Knight had. But areas filled with blue will possibly be some of the first areas in the game, making it less dangerous. The music and setting will most likely be rather relaxing. In Hollow Knight, areas with nature usually had calm-sounding music. The colour pink seems to be used in what will likely be in one of the calmer areas within the game. It is filled with plants and nature. It looks really pretty and beautiful, and pink is a colour that could be resembled a colour of beauty. Orange is a colour that is used in an area filled with lava, which is warm and vibrant. This would also resemble danger and heat that comes under red. There are some shades of red in contrast with the orange, so it seems to fit well. The colour red mostly seems to resemble the danger of bosses within the game, giving the areas an intense and violent environment. This colour also commonly contrasts with orange in areas filled with lava and fire, since they contrast well together. There is a field of flowers to what looks like a boss fight. The character in white seems like they may be one of the main antagonists. White is based around purity, but it is so fragile and clean it could easily become bloodstained. I think the theme here is to show how something that looks so pure can also be so deadly, and not afraid to become bloodstained and red. Aside from purity, white also resembles winter and cold, which could define this antagonist rather well. How I believe it will make the audience feel. Black will make the audience feel sad, empty, and mystery. The sad emptiness would likely be if the theme of the void is brought back from Hollow Knight into Silksong. The mystery will come from what caused the place to be so empty to begin with, and was it once filled with life? The colour grey may make the audience feel security and nostalgia. The security would come from the village, which is a safe place for the player to likely be free of enemies. The nostalgia will come from a place having the old-fashioned aesthetic. The colour green may make the audience feel calm, relaxed, but yet cautious. Being calm and relaxed in an environment filled with nature, it would possibly have relaxing music to top it off. The caution will come from the poison that resembles a kind of danger to be aware of. Blue may make the audience feel calm, safe, and give a sense of relief. These feelings will come from the area feeling safer than most places. There may be health around to collect that could save someone from dying if their health is low, making them feel more safe. The colour pink may make the player feel relaxed and memorized. The area with pink is filled with pretty plantation. The player may feel memorized by the aesthetic and feel relaxed with beautiful scenery. Orange and red may bring energy, caution, and excitement to the player. Two colours used in one place filled with lava. It is bright and vibrant, bringing the energetic feeling, though the lava is something that would make people feel cautious. The white is pure. The audience would possibly get the feeling of insecurity, since white is mostly seen around a possible main antagonist and a challenging boss. White may resemble the cold in winter, rather than the purity it has. A colour scheme they could have changed to affect the dynamic. They could have changed the scene where it was white to red to put emphasis on the theme of danger. White is mostly a colour of purity and innocence, while red is a colour of something dangerous and deadly. The setting would have had a big change, making this setting feel more intense. White can still fit this scene, however, since it can also mean cold and winter, which could resemble a rather heartless character, which in sense could be considered something deadly. Something that looks so pure could stand out the most when doing something cold. The science behind colour. In physics, colour is associated specifically with electromagnetic radiation of a certain range of wavelength visible to the human eye. Radiation of such wavelengths constitutes a portion of electromagnetic spectrum known as visible spectrum, for example, light. Colour causes people to feel different emotions just by looking at them. They can play a big role in affecting a person's mood. Brighter colours tend to give a more energetic feeling and rage. They are a mix of both positive and negative feelings. Bright colours do not normally relate to sadness or emptiness. Darker colours mostly direct to sadness, power, and evil. Darker colours could also lead to feelings of negativity, but sometimes a sense of security. This goes for people that are mainly insecure, since dark colours don't usually stand out among the bright colours, which usually draw attention first. Lastly, there are cold colours, mostly being different shades of blue and purple, that normally reflect on sadness and calmness. These emotions are rather mutual between positive and negative. Thank you for watching my colour theory video about the Silksong trailer. Hope you enjoyed, and goodbye.